Hello, I'm with my good mate Andy Pope. He's been primed for maybe 3 years, I think. We'll ask him in a minute. Anyway, this podcast, this message is going to be called 10 Questions with Primed Chad, and we're going to be talking to Primed Andy. It's all about optimizing your environment, your lifestyle, your food, and your drinks, so you can live longer, live better, be healthier and happier. That's it. So first one, it's not really a question, just Andy, tell us about yourself.
So my name's Andy. I've come from the UK. I've been living in the Philippines for 25 years now. Met Chad many years ago through various restaurant and F&B channels. And then we got together, as Chad mentioned, about 3 years ago, and Chad introduced me to not eating bread and many other things, and the journey began there.
Cool. Now Andy's a very, very good runner. Can run a marathon in 3 hours or less, or just a little bit more. So he's very cool. And how old are you, Andy? Because
48.
48. Okay, you look a lot younger than that. I'm 50 this year, so between us
we've got nearly a century.
Yeah. So Andy, why did you go primed, and what was your major benefit, do you think?
Well, actually, initially it was kind of a little bit misled, because I was looking for a panacea for long distance running and thought that low carb would be the magic solution, which there is no magic solution to that one, but it was the start of learning an awful lot about what was going into my body, and realizing the bigger picture of health and fitness, and actually now I run less, but I'm healthier and thinner.
Yeah.
So the initial motivation was actually very different to the end result, but the end result has been great, or the ongoing result, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, your skin looks amazing, and again, what happens is, I was like Andy. I used to waste a lot of time running around in circles, biking, swimming. I should have been with my family. I should have been developing my major organ, which is my brain. But I was wasting a bit of time. So I think that's one of the benefits that Andy's alluded to, is that you don't have to do this excessive exercise to get healthy. It's nice to run because you're energized. And I'm sweating because I ran from Pasig to the Wholesome Table at BGC because I have the energy. Yesterday I ran to Manila, and I recovered easily. So what were the major changes you made, do you think?
So the first changes were stopping eating bread. Actually, that was sitting in the restaurant we're in now. You said don't eat that, and actually I haven't eaten bread since. So I haven't eaten bread based on that one conversation for about 3 years. And then over the next couple of weeks, giving up rice, potatoes, all the big processed carbs, and sugar. Still have some sugar, but minimalize it. And then it was really a journey of learning about all sorts of other things, like sort of sleep and grounding and light and everything else.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because primed is really 20% food. Food's important, but it's not the most important. Andy already said sleep trumps food, because if you don't sleep, your food can't do its work. So what's one of the, just about sleep, maybe some of the sleep practices that you do now?
So sleep practices, one is to prioritize it. You actually have to think about it and set yourself a time. Try and get to bed early, so you wake up early. Do some good things during the day. Do some form of activity or exercise, so you're tired at night. I take a hot shower or warm shower before bed. Spray some magnesium on. But the three big ones for me that I learned are actually where you sleep should be cold, dark and quiet.
Yeah.
And if you get those three ingredients in, you stand a decent chance of a good night's sleep.
Very, very cool. And how about family? With primed, it's about, you have to help yourself first before you can help other people. How has it been with your family, Andy, as well, especially for your children?
A work in progress would be maybe a little bit over optimistic. It's been hard. Getting my lovely Filipino wife off rice is not easy, but the kids are making progress, and we take a no stress approach. So if they want to eat stuff that's not on my menu, which they do quite regularly, then that's fine. But that said, they have just started a whiteboard at home where they now plan their week and plan their meals and stuff, and they are conscious and very aware of what is good and what's not so good. So hopefully that'll rub off over the years.
Nice. And Andy's food has just arrived. He's got a beautiful chicken dukkha salad. We're at the Wholesome Table, of course. It's our favourite restaurant. What's some of your favourite food, Andy? And I know you've had at Atlantis in Dumaguete and in Porto Galera. Yeah, you've got some great food. I've seen some of your fantastic dishes. What sort of food do you like? Because again, you're a hard-charging athlete. You're a busy businessman. You've got a family. What sort of some of your favourite foods?
Well, actually, I'm a big salad fan, as that bowl just shows. Make big salads at home, lots of green leaves, lots of eggs, lots of sardines, small fish, anchovies, and stuff like that. Just mix it up with a ton of apple cider vinegar and olive oil.
But aren't eggs? Sorry to interrupt. Aren't eggs bad for you, Andy? It's
well,
your cholesterol.
I eat at least 3 a day and feel great.
Yeah, and just so you know as well, we've actually got Andy's cholesterol results. And they're in the elite category. So he's eating a lot of eggs, he's having seafood, and no problem with the cholesterol. Now, also one thing, Andy, you and I've adopted your haircut. Why have you got a short haircut? A lot of people are getting beards now and all this sort of stuff. What's your reason for your hair?
My wife makes me shave, so I have no choice, and my hair is short because it's so fine that if it grows out, I have no control over what it does. So and it's practical for running. Yeah,
and then also the reason I always cut my hair short and shave, I want to maximize the sunlight. So we're white guys, we're from northern ancestry. We actually don't need as much sunshine as a Filipino. So, and that's why I'm always sleeveless. We can actually maximize our energy from the sun by having shorter hair. And that's why in the Philippines, I think people should be dressed tropically. And just on that point is, the Filipinos are actually going to be coming out to Andy's properties to help his staff. Why have you asked, why is Prime going to go out there and help you guys?
I think they see me eating and behaving the way I do, but I think some of it, sometimes people sort of see it as a little bit sort of, well, you're their boss and everything, and hearing things from the same people all the time doesn't always have the benefit as having somebody come in and actually coach and train. And I'd very much like my staff to take advantage of some of the advice with regards to diet and health and getting better sleep and so on.
Yep. So on that point is, if any of Andy's staff have type 2 diabetes, hypertension, obesity, sleep apnea, gout, it's easy fixed. Asthma. And just on that point, one of the Wholesome Table staff didn't change her food at all. All she did was get more sun. She reversed her asthma. So it's really the case. And your grass-fed meatballs have just arrived. So last one, Andy. Just what would you like to promote? Because I mean, you're a great guy. You're out to help people. So let's promote you and your business. You've got Atlantis, liverboards. What else have you got coming up? And what would you like to say?
The business is scuba diving in the Philippines, which is what got me here, and is my kind of one of my other great passions is being underwater. So it's AtlantisHotel.com. We have 2 resorts, one Puerto Galera, the other in Dumaguete, and a lovely yacht called Azores. We do a lot of great trips on. You can eat all the great food I eat at any of the locations and get lots of sun and lots of healthy air and walks down the beach and stuff. I've also just put together a website called ways2wellness.blog, and that's just a little site to help friends and relatives kind of start the journey I have, because there's so many different aspects to this with regards to mental well-being, sleep, and health and wellness all around, much beyond just what you eat.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, and that's what we both have a passion for, is being holistic. So gratitude, and it's why we've become friends, because we want to talk to each other. We want to bounce ideas off each other. We want to help people. So it's that holistic, help yourself, help other people. And Andy's a great guy, and I really appreciate you answering some questions. And now we've got to eat.
My pleasure.
And last point as well is, one of the last times we were here for my birthday, I think we drank 3 beers each. So we actually had some liquid bread. So like Andy said, it's not about being perfect. It's about being better every day. So that's
Very
what we
much
aim
so.
to do.
It's a journey, and enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay, thanks a lot, Andy.
Thank you.
Sweet.